Thank you so much for taking the time. My name is Liz. I'm an inside sales rep here at Carousel Industries. Before we get started with our meeting, I wanted to do a brief overview, really some trends that we're seeing in the market, where Carousel's headed, and some of the different things that we've been doing here at Carousel to really add value to our customers. So I think there's four major trends that we're seeing in the market today. The first one being mobile and social. So the trend is users expect that everything works at all times. I know I do. I know all of my friends and all my coworkers do. And if you're not finding new ways to communicate and connect with your customers, then they're going to. Being a touchy subject, Carousel has really shined in more of a consultative approach. We've really come through in that way. We really talk through the process and work with our customers to create a strategy that long-term meets customers' expectations and their goals. It also allows companies to consume technology in a by-the-glass model, which is certainly different than the traditional model. It's really a hot topic in the market right now. It's certainly a trend. We're seeing more and more of the business moving to the cloud. So everyone's talking about it. A lot of people are skeptical about it, but what does it actually mean? By allowing applications to move to the cloud, you're allowing your company to be a lot more fast, agile, and you're experiencing growth without those growing pains. Carousel's been really doing a great job of adding value to the workforce and expertise to make that transition from a CapEx to an OpEx model, which we're seeing a lot more companies exploring and really interested in doing. Away from big data, Carousel's really been empowering customers, showing them how to better leverage the information that they are using from the mobile and social workers and bringing them to the next level of intelligence. With big data, I want to take it in two different approaches. So now you have these social users, these mobile users on your network from your customer standpoint. You really want to find new ways to gather that information, and it's whether you think it's a hassle to manage that information or you use it to your advantage. So using those analytics and that information gathering from your mobile and your social users can really help better drive user experience and performance. And the same goes for your workers. If you want to invest in your workers, you should also invest in those analytics behind it. With your workforce information, it helps drive efficiencies and your employees' needs are more met, and they're using the technology that you're investing in as well. Our last trend that I wanted to talk about today, I think it's important to keep in mind that although this is a trend today, it should be a trend always. It should be top of mind all the time. And we often see that it's overlooked due to staffing issues, lack of resources, or budget. We talked about the four trends, which were mobile, social, big data, cloud, and security. Again, I think these are something that we're seeing most in our customers, and we really want to focus on going forward. And based off of these trends, we hear these are some of the needs that are coming out of those trends. Customer engagement and service, agility and speed, again, things that we've touched upon already within trends, and these are just some of the challenges that they're facing because of it. So I think what's important to note for this is, companies are really focusing on these four main areas, and it's whether you allow yourself to get left behind. And not to be redundant, again, these are the four major trends that we are seeing and are affecting organizations everywhere.
Well, Liz did a great job talking about how we see a lot of major problems with a lot of customers we work with. But now we kind of want to get into some case studies of some real life customers and also kind of talk about how we take all those problems and really wrap the Carousel value of the managed services around it. All right, so now we first look at one of our customers here, Sienna. They came to us with a problem of having over 4,000 voice users spread out over 25 sites that they had. The major problems they had is that they had a limited IT staff to be able to maintain the software and do the updates that they needed. And they had a lot of third-party billing frustrations that they were dealing with. So what we kind of did is we took a look at all of it and wrapped around the Carousel Managed Services piece. What we were able to then do, as you can see, is we took over their day-to-day support services, we consolidated all those support partners that they were using, and we were able to release software so that they were always current and up to date with what they needed. All right, the next solution we look at, or a problem we had, is with the Buffalo Bills. Now this is kind of a common problem we're seeing across all NFL stadiums, but they were one of the first to come to us and we were one of the first to work with them. They were having a lot of problems with fan engagement and wireless solutions throughout the stadium. So what we were able to do is not only upgrade their wireless network, but give them better network analytics, not only what customers were looking to do, but what they were looking at when they were in the stadium. The outcome of this is not only increasing the fan experience, but it gave the Buffalo Bills the ability to send out things like coupons to their fans, keep them more engaged on game day, and really give them that ultimate experience of being inside the stadium rather than just sitting at home. All right, the final case study we're going to go over is Oral Roberts University. And this one's nice because it's really the customer speaking to Carousel rather than me standing here telling you the Carousel side of things. So as you'll see in the video, you'll see how Oral Roberts was able to change the way they educate their students and just change their overall campus environment.
When you think of education, think digital. What if we could deliver education at the speed of light? Education is more than just for the mind. It includes the body and the spirit. Technology is giving us the possibilities of doing whole person education at a distance. We are now launching what we are calling One Campus, which is a digital platform that will connect anyone, anywhere in the world to our campus here at ORU. We're putting in a large global learning center to make this One Campus a reality where people can join in digitally or in person to say, I want to go into somebody else's world and experience what it looks like. One of the key hires you will ever have is who your CIO or who the person is that directs your internet technology. The president isn't saying, Mike, I want more technology. He's saying, I want to reach the world. We don't earn our reputation anymore on managing equipment. And so the vendor who can help us manage that environment has the greatest depth and breadth for what we're trying to accomplish. When I look at Carousel, for instance, they do classroom technology, they do stadium events. They're that one company that's going to help us build our global learning center. They're that one company who puts the wireless to make One Campus a reality. They're that one company that I can pick up a phone and talk about partnership from a strategic level. Carousel is known as a company that is committed to excellence and quality. We're grateful for the partnership of people who will take our vision and help us do that in the very best way possible.
All right, so some of the key takeaways to the video, as you can see, starting off is Carousel really offers that breadth of technologies, and we're really truly vendor agnostic. And I know that's kind of a weird word to say, but what does that truly mean? It means that we're able to take all these different vendors and partners that we have and really define and create a solution based on our customers' needs, where their goals and they're headed long term. I think the next key takeaway is that Carousel has about 1,200 employees, only 200 of which are sales, which means the other 1,000 are all for support and engineering purposes. This really allows us a deep expertise, not only in the design process, but in the day 2 implementation and going forward as well. So we can really work with our customers to keep up with the rapid pace of change that they are going through on a day-to-day basis. The next key takeaway that kind of puts Carousel a little above the rest is our proactive support services. Carousel offers a 24-hour, 365 knock, and this is key to a lot of our customers because we're proactively monitoring their networks, which allows for early issue identification and it really helps improve their all-around resource utilization. So we're responsible for all their core technologies, as you can see down here. We're really able to take all the different things that they have for tasks on a day-to-day basis, wrap around that Carousel managed service piece for it, and really allow the customer to have less worries and to have less core versus chore during their day. All right, going back to some of the trends we discussed earlier, we noticed that a lot of our customers want to consume technology more of an OpEx model. So here at Carousel, we like to stay ahead of the trend, which is why we offer 3 of the main different type of cloud versions for our customers. First being private, where Carousel completely manages it for a customer. Second being the hybrid model, where half on-prem, half Carousel manages it. And then finally, we offer the public cloud as well too, where it's completely on-prem for our customers. And this really allows our customers to consume technology in ways that they want to do it. So we've talked about a lot today, key trends that we've seen with our customers we've worked with and some of their problems. And then now just to wrap it all up is all the key takeaways to walk away from this. I think all this together really speaks to the Carousel story of how we are able to work with customers on a day-to-day basis and work with them not just short term, but trying to find their long-term goals and hopefully help them succeed in that. So I really appreciate your time today, and hopefully you found benefit in this and we can find a way to work with you going forward.